The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a very important period of history. It changed the way people lived and worked. The invention of new machines meant the world was never the same again. The Industrial Revolution began in England in the 18th century. It soon spread throughout Western Europe and the USA. Life before then was very hard. There was no electricity, and people usually had to work by hand. Can you imagine how many days it would take to make a dress or a pair of shoes, or even to spin the wool for just one warm jumper by hand? This all changed with the Industrial Revolution. It changed the way people produced goods. In 1764, James Hargreaves invented the spinning jenny. This machine twisted thread to make cloth. This meant that making clothes became faster and easier. The textile industry was born. Perhaps the most important invention was James Watt's steam engine. He built this during the 1760s. Engineers began using steam engines to power machines in factories. And the steam engine also advanced transportation. This was the period they built steamboats and trains, making transportation of goods faster. It is also a time when people started to travel more. More and more factories appeared, and as a result, more coal mines opened. You see, steam engines need coal to run on. Factories also needed more workers. People from the countryside, often farmers, moved to big towns with factories. The towns soon became big cities. By 1850, half of the English population lived in cities. However, many workers lived in poor, overcrowded housing. Men, women, and even children worked in factories or mines. Working conditions were hard and unhealthy. People worked long hours and often put their lives in danger. It took a long time, but working conditions did eventually get better. The goods that factories produced gave people a better standard of living. The Industrial Revolution affected the world in ways which were both positive and negative. It changed the world forever. Can you think of other important periods in history? How did they affect the world we live in?